Hello, good morning, good evening, and good night. um, Welcome to my channel. So, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what this is. If you could tell me, that'd be great. But what I do know is it's something. It reflects me. I do know it's fun making videos, and so yeah, this is me. This is today's video is about flow state and moving with the Holy Spirit in a flow state. And also it's about speaking up just on your own life and not saying negative things, and instead replacing what you would say that is negative with positive things, because you are what you think. If you really believe something about yourself, then you're gonna believe it, and if you hear something enough times, you're gonna start to believe that. So you got to well, that's pretty. You got to be in control of it. If you don't control your mind, somebody else will, right? Or something else will control your mind if you don't control it, right? So that's the importance of speaking life and not death, right? And that's something that I really struggle with. Because, it's like I'm just talking to myself, and I suppose it's why God has me sitting here with a camera or a phone in my hand talking to my phone, which, but I'm here, I'm trying, just like the rest of us. And, but yeah, when you wake up in the morning, just say today's gonna be a good day, because, even if some bad stuff does happen, it's your choice to make it a good day or a bad day, and part of worshiping God is being joyful, being happy, being genuinely happy, none of that fake crap either, being actually happy with your life. Oh, there goes Jack. And so I got a lot of just awful things going on. I don't have I don't really have a job. I don't have a car. Like, this is all stuff that I've just lost over the past couple of years. I've lost a lot, I don't want to really get into all of it, but it was terrible. And I found out some stuff about my family that I wish I never knew. Just how willing they are to throw me under the bus after all the stuff we've been through. But that's okay, because they're not my family. And that's my choice, right? Well, it was kind of their choice too. But yeah, after 26 years of getting stabbed in the back, I'm gonna pick a different one, right? Even if that means I gotta be alone for a while, I'm fine with that. It's nothing new anyway. It's not like they were actually giving me company, They weren't even there, So it's like either way, I'm alone. It's just one way is easier. I don't have to do as much. I don't have to worry as much. I don't have to worry about everybody else. I can just deal with my own stuff, So, but yeah, I struggle speaking life over these situations because, I just want to sit here and cry. But I can't do that, right? At some point, you gotta put your big girl boots on and get to marching, right? You know. So, yeah. And then let's get into this flow state, right? So, flow state. You know, I'm not a big person, but I've always loved the whole David and Goliath story because of that, because I've always been small. And, you know, just to be real, I wouldn't want to be the person that tries to mug me, because here's the deal. If my life is threatened simply because you're bigger than me, I'll rip your throat out. Now, what does this have to do with flow state? Well, I do MMA, kinda. I'm alone a lot of the time, so it's really just me shadow boxing. But what ends up happening is I get into a flow state, and it's basically like, I kind of feel like it's a broken samba, right? You know, and the reason it's broken up is I don't want you to be able to predict my movements as a fighter. So, you know, I'm kind of dancing, but I hit some funky little pauses, some disruptions, you know? And that's what makes it my tone. That's what makes it my vibration and my dance, so to speak. My flow state. And, you know, everybody has their own flow state. And when you're in that flow state, you are absolutely untouchable. You know? And, because, I mean, nobody's going to be able to predict you. You're constantly moving and flowing. And, like, you know, as far as trying to hit you goes, that's hard. Hitting somebody while they're in their flow state is damn near impossible. So how do you get into a flow state? Well, there's a lot of ways to do it. For me, it kind of started out with, I started playing guitar, and all the old drunks that I tried to get to teach me really didn't know anything. And so I never had, and I was broke growing up, so I didn't get to like take lessons or anything like that, really. And so I just started playing it. You know, I just got frustrated and started playing. And, you know, it wasn't the first time I tried it, it wasn't magical, you know what I mean? But after a while, I noticed it's starting to take its own form, you know? And then I got like a, you know, a woman's like a smaller punching bag whenever I was a kid. And then I would go out there and beat up on that thing, and I'd find kind of the same thing, as I would end up doing my own little dance and finding my own rhythm. And, you know, I haven't really fought anyone yet, and I don't want to. There's been some times in like high school where it's gotten close, but honestly, I don't think they really wanted to mess with me, you know? They just kind of wanted to do enough so that they could look cool. And I never got it, because like I said, I've always been a smaller person, but I guess I've also just been pissed off all the time. So, like, it was kind of a joke that I had a list of people to take out, you know what I mean? Like a hit list. Because I just didn't talk to anyone, I didn't like anybody, and, you know. But yeah, so that's, you know, I haven't fought anybody, but am I confident that I would absolutely annihilate anyone that tries it? Absolutely, yeah. I mean, I play fight with my brother and stuff, and he's like 200 something pounds, and I take him out pretty easily, so, and that's just like body shots and stuff. And not to mention, if I really feel threatened, like I said, I will straight rip your throat out. I'll kick you in the balls. I don't care. I do not care. Come with me, and you'll see. Do 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 do. I cleaned up, there was I don't know if you noticed this in the last video. If you watched the last video, you definitely should. You should go watch it, you should comment, and you should like on it, because you love me, and I love you so much. Thank you. But in the last video, there was a old kiddie pool, and there's a cool story about this house. I was actually born here. The house is over there. But I was actually born here, and I moved out like whenever I was an infant. And then I ended up moving back. But there was this little purple kiddie pool that whenever I was cleaning up, I remembered they had two of them. They had one with water, and then they had another one filled with sand, and this is the one that had sand in it. And I just remember playing in it and stuff like that. I don't know, I say they like I don't know my parents, which hello, but yeah. That's funny. Yeah, so I moved back here, and I feel like there's something significant about this place, but it's a crappy house. Like, it is terrible. And my grandpa, wants me to take care of it. And, I totally would fix it all the way up. All the way. Everything tip-top shape. Only problem is, my grandpa is only using me. It's not my house. I can't... it would never be my house, no matter how much work I put into it. I would never get anything out of it. Not rent, nothing. Nothing. Because this dude is just a master manipulator, and he just has to get over on. I don't understand it. It's not right. It's put me in a terrible position. I was basically his butler for probably about 5 years, and now I have absolutely nothing. And when I say butler, I mean there were times where if he had treated me nicer, I would be wiping his butt. But so, man, I gave him everything, and he couldn't give me a car, without me owing him. I still owe him, even though I've already paid him back. It's this whole stupid crap. But yeah, I give him my life, literally. I had my own dreams and ambitions that I just could not pursue because he would call me every day with some BS, and then at the same time tell me that I'm not actually working for him. And then I'd be like, well, can I work for you, even though I'm already doing that? And then he tells me he doesn't have enough work, but he calls me every day with stuff to do. But it's not work. He won't pay me for it. Honestly, he hates me. I don't know why. All I've done is stand up for him. The whole family told me how much of a shyster he was, and I'm like, well, maybe he just doesn't trust y'all. I came up with all kinds of different excuses or whatever. I was trying to believe in the old man, right? I was the only one that did. And he still just throws me away like I'm a piece of trash. It's amazing. It is really, really amazing how cold these people are. And he really thinks that he's a godly man. He really thinks God is on his side in this. He really thinks that. It's gross. He's called me a demon before because I asked him what he eats prunes and takes fiber tablets, and I was trying to explain to him, like, that's why he's constipated as well. And I was trying to explain to him that's why you're constipated. You know, I wasn't being a smart aleck or anything like that. I was just trying to explain that to him. And because he cannot be wrong about anything, that spiraled into this whole thing where he's threatening to shoot me. He's calling me a demon. I'm not allowed back in the house, even though all I did was care for him and love him. I'm not allowed back in his house because I'm a demon, right? So, like, okay. I mean, that's that's your choice, man. And then he got this dude to, I guess, replace me, even though he doesn't have work to do. And he comes over here, and we gotta do this roof thing, and he almost falls off the roof I don't know how many times. He's some old man, and he literally, just to piss me off. That is the only reason. And my grandpa actually hired this guy. He wouldn't hire me, but he actually paid this guy to come over here and flop around on my roof like a jackass. He actually paid him to do that. But I'm up here doing roof work for free on his house because I'm staying here. But I can't have anything else. He wants me to take care of the property and his property and not have my own career and him not pay me anything. Like, he wants the impossible. And because I can't give that to him, I am evil in his eyes. It's ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. And I have prayed and prayed and prayed and prayed for him that his heart would change, and it hasn't. Right? Some people, and like, there were moments where, I'm sure God did soften his heart, but Granddaddy being Granddaddy hardened that shit right back up in an instant, So it's not like my prayers weren't being answered. I definitely noticed some areas where he seemed to, I wouldn't say lighten up, but he would think about it. You know what I mean? I could see the gears turning sometimes, but most of the time he really just could care less. Yep. What you doing, Amelia? What are you doing, Amelia? What's the superstar doing? Well, alright. I love you, Amelia. I love you. Alright, well, I guess I'm going to end it here. Yeah, be in your flow state. Figure out how to get your flow state. Figure out what that is. Find your rhythm. Alright? Don't let people walk all over you. It doesn't matter who they are. If they're your grandparents or your mom and your dad, your pastor, I don't care. Do not let them use you. Don't. Tell them no. I'm not gonna do it. Alright? You can kiss my big toe. Okay? And while you're down there, massage it, because I've been working hard and you've just been using me like a mule. So, yeah, don't let people do that to you, man. I did for the longest time. I thought I was going to get paid back, you know what I mean? But no. If you're going to do that, make sure you ain't trying to save the person too. Alright? Make sure you ain't trying to save their damn soul and trying to trust them at the same time. That's where I messed up, right? Because I knew he was goofy. I knew it. I knew it from the start. I already knew. I thought I could fix it. I thought I could change him, right? And that's the same old story every time. You think you can change them, and it's their choice. They're never going to change. Especially if you're just gonna stay around and keep doing what the fuck they want you to do. It's definitely not gonna change them. They're definitely not gonna change, because you don't know what you have until it's gone. Amelia, baby, sweetie, it's okay. I know. She's mad because Jack's here. It's okay, baby. He's not hurting nobody. He's not hurting nobody. He eats her food. Well, my food. But she doesn't like it. But then she plays with him and stuff too. So I don't know. She likes him. They're in love. They're in love. What are you doing, Amelia? Anyways, you guys, y'all have a blessed day. And Lord, I pray this video finds exactly who it needs to find, exactly when they need to find it. And I pray that you give them peace, courage, and wisdom to go about their days, every day of their life. And amen. Thank you, Lord.